good. Just last day before the new year, still have half of the class. Okay, so pretty good. So thank you for coming to the class. And so if you look at the course schedules, okay, we are actually somewhere here. Okay. So today we're going to look into the business applications. Okay, last lectures. Okay, I present the business requirement, user requirements, user friendliness, that kind of requirements when we design an application, business applications. So that's why today's actually we continues the topic, and we'll give you practices as well in the class. And so we prepare all the papers, pencils, just in case you may need to write down something. Okay, so you're going to write down something today to design an applications. And to design an application, you don't need programs. You don't need programming skills. Okay, so that's why we still be okay. And to attend the lectures, that you can try out a way to design an applications. And after that, there will be VBA. Okay, there will be VBA topics. Okay, and those topics, as I mentioned earlier, on day one, and usually there will be two classes. The first class, okay, the first one will be basically give you a revision. Second one will be kind of practices in the class. And so this is the kind of arrangements. And we have already uploaded the programming material to the website. And just now I share with you the URL address right here. Okay, I think this one's also available on Canvas. So check out this one in your spare time. And then you can figure it out. Okay, so what are the available requirements, in particular VBA basics? Okay, and those are the topics, the key topics that I cover in this course, from the basic topics up to user form. Every single topics I put down here, I give you the list. Okay, so this part, okay, for examples, about range, okay, so what are the topics that I cover in the PDF, okay, in the PowerPoint files, in the PDF files, and you may also find that sometimes when you download, this is the lecture materials, okay, sometimes you may find the XLSM file or maybe XLSX files. And last time I already explained, okay, XLSX meaning data only. XLSM, okay, the Excel file may contain programs. Okay, so we'll actually provide you all the files, and feel free to read the material, learn by yourself, prepare yourself for the upcoming lectures. Okay, so in the class, we will not be able to go over all the lecture materials like this one. Okay, I think they are a couple of slides. Okay, and so perhaps you have to try it out by yourself and get yourself be familiar with the materials, how to create the range objects, and so on, before coming for the revisions. Okay, revisions, I will highlight some key topics that you will be using in the practices, and so that's why I only cover some of them. But later on, when we actually use the in-class practices, we may actually cover other parts of the lecture materials. Okay, so that's why this is the way that we approach to this kind of system development, okay, in VBA. And so I think last time also mentions that if you look at it, the PowerPoint slides, and some of them may have this one at the right-hand corner. Okay, so that indicates that you may need the Excel file, and this Excel file should be available in the website. So go back to the website, download it before you try out this one. Okay, so this is the arrangements for the VBA basics topics. Okay, so the rest basically the same. And so this is about the programming. Okay, so during your New Year holidays, okay, you have something to do. Okay, and so this is something we'd like to remind you. And also last time, and I present two examples right in the class, and at that time I also demonstrate how we actually use this checklist, okay, to grade the application. And we find that the example that I present in the class may have problems. Okay, so that's why last time we tried this one, not the use of VBA because we haven't done programming yet. Okay, so lots of items that I have not covered, well, except those no text box, okay, no text boxes, and so on. I think last time I tried that, but I emphasize on the user friendliness. Okay, I emphasize on the user friendliness part. Okay, so for those who missed the class, okay, you want to have a revisions, RVC recordings is available on Canvas. Okay, so hey James, what did you say about those examples? What were the comments, okay, about the example that I presented? Okay, so anything to improve, enhance applications. So I have already mentioned that. But after the presentations in the last lectures, okay, I think in the upcoming lectures, I will be doing something similar as well, but of course with different examples and applications. So you still have a chance to get to know, hey, how about this one? James, you did not cover this one, okay? Yeah, so I will be covering them in the upcoming lecture when I present the range objects, when I present this underscore, and you get to know, hey, how to actually fulfill the requirements. Okay, and so that's the thing that would like to draw your attention to. Okay, so these two slides are already available in the website, so it will be a little bit handy for you guys. Okay, you don't need to go to day one, the TVO, identify the slide. The slides are available here. Okay, so in today's lectures, we'd like to do this. And revision, I think I briefly mentioned this, and in the last lectures, I did not actually spend much time on this one, not yet, okay? And this one, I would say some, okay, I covered them in the last lectures, okay, user friendliness, okay, so when you build a business application, making sure that, first of all, identify who are the user, okay? And before you design on the interface, design on the applications, and you have a chance to practice this in today's lectures. I will show you examples, and then you get to know, hey, who could be the user? What do they need, okay, in terms of the user interface, in terms of other features, okay, you get to know that, okay? And I think last time also emphasized that this is very important, okay? And I think last time I gave you examples, okay? Accounting, professional, okay? If you design an application for the accounting professional, you have to know what they need, okay? They probably present you, hey, this is the accounting principles that I have to follow, okay? The reports must be in such a format, okay? If without talking to those user and developer, you probably don't know what they need. Right? So that's why it's not something very general. Okay, so we are talking about business applications. Get to know the business, okay, how they use the applications, what they really need from your application, what your application should provide it to them. And so those are the things that we talk about, the user friendliness. It's not something, hey, color, hey, you prefer red color, she probably prefer orange color. Okay, yeah, this is one thing, but more than that, okay? And accounting, okay, that was just an example last time, briefly. Okay, so I wanted to give you this one first, okay? So I've been teaching this VBA course for some time, okay? So I have some video, okay? Some students have done their work. Okay, not the UG course, okay, the PG level. They design their own application, they choose topics, what they want to build, identify user, identify objectives, things like that. So they build the application and deliver the project video, okay? So I will share with you, and I would like you to, let me see. Okay, it's here. So I would like you to identify the objects, identify the company, okay, so the user as well. Okay, while you're watching the video presentation, hey, identify the user. Sometimes it's very easy because I told the same thing to the PG students, okay. They actually put down those items in the PowerPoint slides, okay, so hey, just pick it up, okay. I just identify and copy it, okay. So if you need a piece of paper, okay, you can get the papers here, okay. Pencil and also pencils, okay. If you need to draw something, write down something, okay, we have the papers for you to use. I think the most important one is, and after presenting the two examples in the last lectures, okay, probably you have some idea here how to enhance the applications. What are the problems, okay, that you may identify? Okay, if you have identified the problems, then certainly you know how to improve. Hey, there should be a single cover page, single worksheets, that kind of things. And of course, you may actually go back to this to the website to get to know, okay, to remind yourself a single worksheet, meaningful output message, okay, things like that. That you can actually refer to this one if you need it. Okay, so we need further improvements. Identify this one, okay, and so this is something that I would like you to do. Write it down, okay. So let's take a look at the video. And assignment 1, okay, so I think last time a student came to me and asked, and assignment 1, do we need to do presentation? Yes. And what's the format, okay, and how long for the video? I said, I will let you know later, okay, but similar to this one, but this one is a group, okay, but now you have individuals assignment, okay, so this is slightly different, okay, it's not exactly the same, but the format, and the way to present more or less the same, okay, so you may take a look at how people actually present their VBA application project.
This is Group 14. We are here to introduce our project Scorecard system to you guys. Our presentation will be divided into 5 parts. In the first part, we will talk about our project objective and target users. Then we will introduce the functionality and the modeling process of our application. After the data part, my partner will show you the application demo and how to use our application. And finally, we will give a quick summary and some future directions. Let's now jump into the first part. The objective of our application is to enable users to keep updated with real-time stock information and obtain stock trading recommendations. Our target users may contain retail investors or anyone new to financial investments. The characteristics of these kind of investors are less informative and they have few skills and knowledge. They have some kind of certain expectations on our application accordingly, which is easy to use and follow. They also want to get to closely monitor each stock offering listed in Hong Kong Exchange, and finally get some kind of direct recommendations. This is the user interface of our application, and it realizes 5 functions. The first one is to download updated index information from Yahoo Finance, then allow our users to select target stock listed in Hong Kong Exchange into main board. And then our application will ask users for their preference on target period, return indicators, risk matrices, comparable index, and plotting willingness. This first part will be download, generate, and present target stocks information, and finally give recommendations according to all this information using CAN model. We use online and real-time data to come up with recommendations. Specifically, we apply all these 3 approaches to provide user friendliness. First is to download index data first for later plotting tasks. Once this button is clicked, it will be disabled to avoid multiple clicks, as you can see from the right side. Second is to hide the datasheet to avoid accidental modification and keep the user interface clean. Third is to simultaneously download and calculate the indicators to save users' time. Now my partner will jump in and show you the demo.
Okay, now let's go to this demo part. So after you just opening this file, we can see this explanation sheet. So this is the name of our application and some explanations here. And then we just click this run the application button and start our applications. And then we just jump into this main board and we welcome the user come to this main board. And in here we only have 4 buttons here, and we provide the users with some steps to help them to guide through this process and to make sure they will understand how this process runs. And then the first step is to download the index data, and we just click on this button here and then just wait a few seconds. And after clicking this button, and then this button will be disabled to avoid multiple clicks. And then we'll just go to step 2 here, and then the users need to select their target stock. And we click this button, and then we can just choose any stock that the user are interested in. And just for demo use, we choose these 2 stocks here. And the user could also click this clear button, and then they will set the focus back to the first element of this stock list. And then we can just click cancel here. And then we go to the step 3, download information for selected stock. And then this is the main sheet, main user form of this application. So we also welcome the users to use this application. And then we can just click OK here. And then it doesn't work because we need to select 1 stock here. So okay, we select this stock, and then we go to the step 2. So the user needs to select some start date and the end date here. So we need to pay attention to some logical constraints. For example, if the user changed this to 2024 and they click OK, it doesn't work again. So the user needs to change this start date to be smaller than the end date. For example, if the user randomly inputs some strange characters here and click OK, and then it doesn't work again. So the start date should be a valid date format. So we just set this to be the formal date constraint. And then we go to step 3 here. So if the user click this no need checkbox, then the other 6 indicators will be unchecked. So if the user accidentally choose both these 3 checkboxes and click OK, it doesn't work because they could not both select no need and other checkbox together. So for demo use, we just choose all of these 6 indicators, and then we go to the step 4, select the risk indicators, and also we choose all of them, and then we go to the step 5. So the user could just select their comparable index and plot the time series line chart. So if they do not want the plot, they just click no need, and we can see that all of these 3 optional buttons are disabled. So for demo use, we click use and choose Hansen index for references, and then we click OK and wait a few seconds, and it's really fast to get the results. Again, you can see that okay, the numbers will be written into this row. So from this part, we can see that the Hansen Bank really did a bad performance during the last year, and all of these negative values will be assigned colored in red, and those positive values will be assigned colored in green. And then we can see the golden cross date is here, and based on the campaign model we have, we give the user some stock trading recommendations. For example, we recommend the user to sell this Hansen Bank stock here. And then the user could also click this sheet to see some standardized price line chart to make some informed decisions based on their own preference. And then we can just go back to the main sheet, and then we go to the 4th button here, and once the user click this one, and then we just clear all the contents shown below. And then that's all for our demo use, and thanks.
After the demonstration of our application demo, we would like to give a quick summary of our project. Our application is to provide real-time stock information and indicators to help financial novices and individual investors make informed decisions. To achieve this objective, it offers a variety of indicators such as returns over different time horizons and risk matrices, including maximum drawdown, beta, and volatility. Specifically, it is designed to be user-friendly, robust, interesting, and intuitive, allowing users to get real-time data and plots with ease. Certainly, will be some kind of limitations and future directions, such as expand stock market offerings to American markets, etc., or say add more functionality, such as plotting choices into our application. That's all for our presentation today. Thanks for listening, and feel free to ask any question if you want. Hello everyone, this is group 14.
Okay, so done. Okay, so this is one group, and I picked this group because I think the presentation seems to be better. Okay, so doesn't mean that this group actually gets A grade. No. Okay, so after listening to the presentations, the first question I would like to ask. Okay, I ask all students. Okay, sometimes I point to the student at the back and so on. Okay, so. I would like to have more interactions. Okay, so that's why that's the arrangement for this course. Okay, question number one. What's the objective of this project? Objective. You didn't write down anything? You can just read. Okay, so what you have wrote down and then objective. Stock data. Okay, so anything missing? Anything else?
Keep updated with the real-time stock market.
Okay, two objectives. Okay, two objectives. That makes the application is a business applications. Okay, unlike I always refer to CS. Sorry about that. Okay, for those CS students, CS probably focusing on the functionality, implementations, and so on. So we need to identify business objective. Okay, so business objective, one typical one could be, hey, use my application, I can help you make business decisions, investment decisions. I will give you recommendations, that kind of things. I think that's very important. Rather than, hey, program works, program can analyze data, can actually provide you all the numbers for you to think about. No, okay, so this is kind of what we define this is a business modeling. Okay, outcome. And so the business requirements, business objectives, help. Okay, so we present all the information, but I will make recommendation to you because we knew that you would like to invest on the stock market. Okay, here are the recommendations. Okay, based on the given data and so on. Another objective is real-time data. Real-time. What is real-time data actually?
It's based on the actual time horizon.
So now if I would like to get the data, so we would be able to download and access the current data. Now, current, real-time. Okay, so the next moment the number will be different. Okay, so so based on what's going on in the market, okay, I should be able to get the real-time data. Do you think the application can give you the real-time data? Oh, sorry, this guy.
Basically, they just download from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it real-time?
It's real-time.
Should be real-time. Okay, I think it should be better than this. Okay, so I think the number should keep changing. Okay, and if you look at the interface. So the recommendation is right here. Okay, should keep monitoring the data. The numbers should keep changing. Okay, so this moment sell, next moment okay buy. Maybe I think I would expect to see something like this in this application because according to the business objective, the group actually states that, and so it will help. Okay, it will provide recommendations of buy or hold. Okay, so only two possible action. That's fine for me. Okay, as long as you told me. Okay, you tell me. Okay, what you can do. Okay, but you tell me that you provide the real-time data, so I expect the number keep changing. Okay, and I will use this output, this recommendation may be changed. Okay, based on the input data. Okay, so I just monitor this one. Okay, hey, buy or sell, a whole or sell. Okay, whole. Oh, how come this is sell? Okay, buy or hold. Okay, this output is sell. Okay, something wrong. Okay, with the wording. Okay, so I just pay attention to that one, and I actually the next question is, who are the user of these applications?
So, people who is new to investing.
New to investing. Okay, so user. Who's the user of these applications? Individuals investor, okay, and individuals. Let's take a look. Okay, new to financial investments, okay, or anyone, okay, who new to financial investment. So if I'm new to financial investments, okay, so basically I have no knowledge. Okay, I have no knowledge. Okay, by presenting all this kind of informations, okay, may not help. Okay, yeah, you asked me this one maximum drawdown. Okay, so maybe I'm not sure whether anyone due to the financial investments can understand this. Okay, and so also the application present all this number. Okay, I just see numbers here. Okay, stock beta. I think last time we discussed this one already. Okay, what's the beta? Okay, actually I didn't give you the clear definition last time. But anyway, this is just a number. So what's the meaning of this number? Why you would like to present this number to anyone who new to financial investments? Okay, yeah, I have a doubt. Okay, perhaps in my lectures, okay, for the PG course, okay, I cover this. Okay, so that's why James covered that. Yeah, I don't see a lot of things to be presented. Or why don't we just include that one into the application and show it to the user? Okay, because I know how to do it. Okay, so I include this one. Always think from the user perspective. They need the informations. Okay, I believe that they probably don't need the informations. Okay, so that's why we take care of the user requirements. Okay, what they need. Okay, identify them before you design and implement the applications. Okay, so we answer the questions, the business objective, user. Okay, so according to the program, it has actually given you a lot of functionality. Functionality driven from divided from the business requirement, user requirements. What they need, hey, beta, okay, if that's the case, okay, include that one, okay? So of course, in this course, we expect, if you present all these items, okay, make sure you implement them, okay? And make sure there are no bugs, okay, they have no bugs, and nowadays you can use ChatGPT to check out the thing and so on. So whatever you put down here, okay, I assume they should be suitable for the user, okay? And of course, we will double check, okay? We double check, okay? Those are the 5 items that you have identified. Okay, let me think about it, whether anyone new to financial investments, they need anything else. Or maybe they don't need this one, they don't need that one, okay? So I need to think about it when we do grading, okay? And so in particular, when you work in the company, when you build business application, your boss will actually try to evaluate your application, whether you meet the business requirement and also user requirements. Okay, so anything that you notice that there's something that we can improve? Let me, how about the gentleman over there? Anything to improve? Just by looking at the interface, can you see maybe too small? Okay.
Maybe some words can be bigger.
The wording, okay, the font size, okay, and so on. Anything that is wrong?
I'm not sure, but it would be better to show one step
one step at a time. Yeah, good idea. Good idea.
So many words here.
Okay, so wordy. Okay, so maybe it's difficult to read, difficult to follow. Okay, maybe if you can give me one step at a time, that may be a better approach. Okay, yeah, good. And anything?
I think for the step one, choosing a stock, maybe they can add some name for the.
Oh yeah, good. This one, okay, so this one only show a number. If you're a beginner, hey, probably has no meaning. Okay, what was the 0006? I think if you can tell me the name of the company, or maybe a short form, okay, it will help. Okay, it will help. Rather than just give me a stock number, okay, unless you've been in the stock markets, in investments with some experience, probably you understand, hey, what number? Oh, this number. Oh, yeah, I want to buy and sell those stocks and so on. Okay, so number, okay, the way that you present the information, okay, must be clear enough. Anything, I thought you will, when I asked the question, I thought you will apply what you have learned in the last lectures, okay? Anything to improve?
The step 2 could be a calendar.
Oh, exactly. That's what I expected from you guys. Okay. So this one, let me see. Probably I cannot use the drawing tools. Okay. So this one, the start date, end date. Last time in the last lecture, I said that whenever possible, okay, if you can find the corresponding object. Okay, you better use the objects to in your applications, because it will save you a lot of time. Okay, as you can see, the guys actually did not use the calendar objects, and so the group actually implemented data validations programs. Okay, to control. Okay, make sure the format will be year, month, and day, and so on. Okay, keep checking. Okay, split the data first. Extract the values, and then to validate whether the data actually is valid or not. But once again, calendar. Okay, so it may be a little bit tricky. Whether February has 28 days or 29 days. Okay, wow. If you are working on the data validation, okay, that will be a nightmare. Maybe not. Okay, I understand that there may be many programs available that you can copy, you can reuse, and put into your applications. But the calendar object should be much easier. Okay, should be much easier. So this is something to enhance the applications. Okay, so they also mentioned another thing. Oh, this one, okay. Disable the button. Do you think disabling the buttons will help? You cannot see, okay. Yeah, you're not supposed to see. Yeah, because hidden, right? The label, okay, is a little bit gray color. Okay, so this is what we mean by disable. Okay, so the button has been disabled. In other words, you can see the buttons there, but you cannot click. You cannot actually use the button. Okay, and I think it serves the purpose. Okay, but when they actually do the demonstrations, okay, it seems to be slightly different. Okay, this one is not hidden. Disable. This is enable. Okay, what's the problem by presenting the 3 buttons at a time like this?
The users might be confused on which button to press on.
Yes, the user may confuse. Hey, which button I should click? Hey, of course, read. Step 1, okay, you're not going to step 2, step 3, but you allowed user to click on step 2 and step 3 because those 2 buttons are enabled. Okay, Okay, so if you would like to control, okay, like the student mentions, when we show the user form, okay, hey, better not to show so many steps at a time. Do it one by one. Okay? When you would like the user to enter, to go to step 1, show step 1 only. Okay? That's exactly the idea that presented by the girl. Okay? And we disable some buttons. Okay? But I think when it comes down to the implementations, it's not like that, okay? So this, I think they implement in another way, okay? So now I make those 3 steps are available to the user. After clicking the step 1, okay, the user cannot go back, cannot go back and change their mind, okay? But what if the user click the download, okay? And they didn't show us what happened, okay? But if you give me an application like this, definitely I want to evaluate your application. I will click this one and see what happened. If program crash, no good for sure. Okay, we do not expect any runtime error in the applications. So in other words, how can we actually prevent from runtime errors? Well, you have to implement the validations. Okay, in case, hey, user didn't follow the sequence, the steps. And they're supposed to do the step 2, but they clicked step 3. So in my program, if that happened, I will put up a message. In other words, I handle the error. Okay, I handle the error. So, but that will be extra work. Okay, if you disable this one, okay, and then you can avoid this kind of problem. You do not need to have an extra work to handle the potential error. Okay, and what if right at the beginning the user is supposed to go to step 1 and they click the step 3? You have extra work again, okay, for the handling this kind of potential error. So, conclusions, okay. So if you provide 3 buttons, okay, I think it will be better that you guide the user, okay, to go through the process by enabling the step 1 and disable the 2 other buttons. Once the user done this first one, disable this one, enable this one, and this one remains disabled. Okay, so this is how you guide the user, follow the steps, and to provide you the input, and your program should be able to handle the inputs, okay, and to generate the output for the user. And did you see the problems with the clear buttons? The clear buttons, okay? Just now during the presentations, okay, did you see the problems of the clear buttons? No, you didn't see it. Okay, that's fine. And did you see the clear buttons? No. Clear buttons. What's the problem? No. Clear button seems working, but it said, okay, clear all content. I don't know what is this. Sample. Why they would like to provide the sample? Okay, I think it will be better not to have the sample, and I think they when the user click the clear buttons during the demonstrations, all the newly added items, records, okay, be deleted, but this one's the sample one still there. I'm not sure about the purpose for this one. Okay, so it may be confusing. And so this one has a lot of validations. Okay, hey, select one, and then and if you the date, okay, we can use the date, the calendar object to handle these situations, and this one a little bit tricky. Okay, no need, and then not allowed to click multiple boxes. Okay, so I think in the user form, perhaps you can actually have a better control on this one, not to allow people to click more than one. Okay, if this is no need. Okay, if no need being picked. Okay, so you probably have some kind of internal mechanisms to control the way it works. Instead of providing those data validations functions in your programs. And perhaps
And one
And perhaps all of you have identified this one. It should be a single sheet, but this one has more than one, okay? Not recommended, okay? So in this course, we will deduct you some marks if you provide more than one sheet at a time, okay? So keep that in mind. But by doing this, okay, by providing a single worksheet, in your worksheet there should be buttons for the user to navigate from here to here, or maybe from here back to the explanation sheets. Okay, I think last time I gave you the examples, and they have corresponding buttons. Okay, so the user can click, go back, and go to the next step, and so on. Back to one technical problems. Technical problem is they emphasize on real-time data. I can tell you real-time data is difficult. Okay, it's difficult unless you find an object that could actually connect to the, for example, Yahoo Finance, okay, website, API connected to it, then you may probably put the real-time data and probably into your Excel, okay? Then you can have a real-time data using in your application in your Excel. And I believe nowadays the 365, okay, if you've been using the Excel 365, okay, they have a lot of additional plugin that allows you to stream the data, okay, from the stock market, then you can have real-time data, okay? So if those features are available and you're building something similar, take advantage of those modules and use them in your applications, okay, to provide the real-time data. If you couldn't figure it out, okay, didn't know that, and you emphasize on real-time, okay, you're in trouble. Okay, you're in trouble to emphasize this one, okay, because you're not doing this, okay? And so that's something about the technical issues. And another thing that we would like to draw attention, okay, whatever application you build, there will be bugs. I can tell you it will be bugs, okay? But whether there's a major problem or less major problem, okay, then it's that's another matter, right? But in your application, you must emphasize or you must explain to the audience, okay, hey, what are the limitations, constraints of your application? Hey, what the application cannot do, okay? And also propose the future direction, recommendation. Hey, in the future, I will be doing this one, fix the problem, and so on. Okay, at least you are aware of the known problems, okay, and the constraints, and what the application should do in the future. Okay, so this is something that people would like to hear from you. Okay, so because you're presenting your project. Okay, hey, tell me more. During your presentation or demonstrations, okay, your application is perfect. Is that right? Or only 5 minutes demonstrations? Okay, there are many things that the project group did not actually present. Okay, so tell me directly. Okay, so what are the limitation, constraints, and what you plan to do in the future? Okay, so this is something that the audience would like to know. Okay, to understand from the presenter. Okay, we expect you to present something like this in your assignment presentation as well. Okay, so done with this one. Okay, so I guess I would like to go to this one now. Okay, so design the business applications, and this time once again, okay, if you have heard from your former student, okay, James, always use Mastodon application. I think last year, spring semester, and I used it several times, okay, to illustrate different concepts, okay. But in fall semester, I didn't use this example many times, but I'm not sure whether this semester I will be using this Mastodon applications again and again. Okay, of course with variations, okay, with different design, okay, and so students need to develop the application in different ways. But anyway, let's begin with this one and see what do we mean by the McDonald examples. Before I present the requirements, okay, of the McDonald systems, okay, I would like to present you the design tools, flow chart. Okay, so in exam, I would not ask you to draw flow chart. I will present you a flow chart, okay, and let you know the logic of the programs, okay, and then I'll probably give you the flow chart together with a program, okay, and ask you to modify. Okay, hey, something missing here, there may be bugs, okay, maybe something in the banks, okay, so make sure your implementation will be the same as the flow chart presented to you. Okay, so that's what I need. Okay, that's what I will do in the final. Okay, I will not ask you to start from scratch. Give you a program, hey, draw the flow chart. No, this is not part of the course. Okay, so that's why in this set of the material I give you lots of symbols. Okay, the requirements. Okay, but in fact you just, if you can understand what it means, that's good enough. Okay, so a simple flow chart will look like this. Okay, so start with these symbols. Okay, hey, end with these symbols. Okay, flow chart meaning it shows you the flow of the program, the logic of the program, the steps of the programs. Okay, and for example, when you come to this one, after starting the program, the first thing it does is a diamond shape. Diamond shape, okay, you can consider this as if the else, or if the questions in the diamond shapes have been answered, okay, and there are only two possible output, yes or no. If yes, take action. So what actions? Okay, well, I will write it down. Okay, I will write it down. Okay, when this is yes, okay, print out a message. Or when this is no, okay, save the file. Something like that. Okay, actions. Okay, will be presented. Okay, it steps. A set of instructions that you need to do. Okay, so if this is no, take another actions, and once it's done, go to this one. Okay, go to the next step. Oh, just now I forgot the mentions. Okay, and when this is yes, take action 1, and then you see the line coming back here, and this action will be taken as well. Okay, so this is the way to understand the logic. And once it's done with these actions, okay, the problem continues and asks another questions. Depends on the answer, okay, and yes or no. If it is no, we take another actions, or maybe if the answer is yes, okay, we just stop the program, terminate the program, just like that. Okay, so the flow chart is not that difficult to understand. Okay, if I present you the diagram like this. So those are the meaning, definitions of the symbols, and I did not use this input-output. Okay, no need to pay much attention on this particular symbols. I don't usually use it in my flow chart. Okay, and but the information is available here. Okay, for you to understand. And in a program, usually we have the following statements, okay, sequence, step by step, instruction by instructions. Most of the time, in particular Python program, okay, Python program is why it's so simple, because it just, and also Python program is very easy to read because line by line, okay, hey, done this one, read the input, okay, and then process it, output, that's it, okay, only 3 lines, okay, you get to know clearly the sequence, okay. And sometimes we need to do the decisions. Okay, so yes or no is like if the now's in VBA we have another mechanism. It's called select case. If the now's select case, they are very similar. Okay, based on some kind of criteria, we perform different tasks and actions. Looping. Okay, so repeat the same thing multiple times. Unconditional branch. Okay, if we repeat. If we jump to a particular place in your program without any particular condition, this is not allowed, okay? According to my principle, okay, this should not be allowed, okay? So try not to implement this in your VBA program, in particular in this course. Okay, so this is an example sequence flow chart. If the nails will present it in the lectures later on, but the idea is like we have a conditions, okay, true or false, or maybe yes or no answer based on the output of the condition, we take actions, statement 1 or statement 2, either one, okay? Multiple nested conditions, okay? So this is the formal way to present the nested conditions, okay? But I think for some beginners, well, that's difficult to understand, so I try to come up with another one, an alternative presentation. This is not a formal. This is not a formal flowchart presentation, okay? But I will use it. I will use it in my questions, in my flowchart, or probably in your exam, and so on. So I will be using this one. So what does it mean? Okay. So input. Okay. When we get the input, okay, depends on the input. If we fulfill the requirement, the condition number 1, we take action 1, and then we go next. If the input is condition 3, we take action 3 and go out. Go to the next step, next part of the program. If this is something else, okay, your input is not fulfilling condition 1 or 2 or 3, so end up with else. Okay, so there's something else. Then we will go to take action, go to the next part of the program. Okay, so remember this way, okay, and you probably will be using this one for today's practice. Looping mechanisms, okay, and this is unconditional branch, okay. So what does it mean? Okay, so take a look at this program. Program will follow the flow. It goes like this, okay, and at this point we have a label, we have a checkpoint, okay, we have a checkpoint 1. So in your program there may be many labels, okay, and one of the label is this name, okay. And according to the program logic, okay, this one will be skip, okay, will be ignore, okay. It's just in your computer, remember there is a checkpoint, okay, there is a label, and then the program continues until it hits this one, okay. It go to, and this is the keywords, unconditional branch keywords, okay. It go to where? Go to this label. Oh, we haven't seen this label yet, okay, but this program, okay, it has a label, somewhere here. This is before this one we have a label, and the name is label checkpoint number 2. So in other words, when the program comes to this line, it will jump to this place directly, without any conditions. Oh, if this one is true, let's jump to label checkpoint number 2. No such a thing. Okay, this is unconditional. Okay, if you have a conditional branch like if this is true, okay, if the input is equal to this, then jump to a place. Okay, this is conditional jump. Okay, and this is unconditional because we use a go to keywords, because we specify the label. But of course, if the label does not exist, runtime error, okay? And so you may ask a question, so if you jump to here, every time you jump to here, why we have to have this part? Exactly. So there's something wrong with your implementations, okay? You should not have this one, and if you don't have this one, and the program will go to this place anyway, so you don't need the label, you don't need to go to, and the program will go here directly. So you make a mistake, okay? You make a mistake. So this is unconditional branch. You may do this for CS students, okay? So for CS, okay, I used to be engineer, and we do this as well, okay, for error handling, okay, for error handling. So, but for you guys, business application developer, and you don't need to do this, okay? And so this is considered as not a good programming practice. So try to avoid this one. Okay, so let's go to the practice. Okay, so I will give you the what you need to do. Okay, and you can identify the objective for the user, draw the flow chart, and so implementation maybe we do it later. Okay, so you're going to do this in today's lectures, and you need to submit. So that's why I give you the piece of paper. If you need the paper, then you can get it from the TA. And for those who are using computer to draw the flow chart, okay, feel free to do so. Upload to Canvas, okay, make it available. Okay, so let them submit. Okay, and so what you're supposed to do now. So let me give you this information. Okay, you're going to so treat yourself as a developer. Okay, I'm a McDonald's manager. Okay, I'm a McDonald's manager. So okay, I give you. I'm McDonald's CEO. Okay, much better. Okay, I'm CEO. Okay, let me give you a job. Okay, and of course I will pay you if you can implement the program for me. Okay, so what you need to do? Okay, you're going to implement a food order taking system. That's it. Okay, that's the keywords. Okay, that's the title of the applications. Okay, taking order from user, from customers. Okay, from customer. I think that's what you need to do. I put Hello Kitty. Anyone knows what it means? No? And no idea. James, you made a mistake. Okay, this is not for this course. Okay. Yeah, no mouth, right? When you do your work, okay, don't talk. No, I'm not talking about you today, okay? I'm talking about the usually developer, okay? I used to be like that, okay? If you go to the library, okay, around the corner, okay, you see somebody, okay, putting a cap like this, okay, facing the wall, typing all the time, okay, not playing online games, okay, typing something, okay, that's programmer. Okay, that's programmer, okay, and don't disturb this guy, okay? He's really focused on the program. If you disturb this guy, okay, hey, what's the logic? Okay, I missed. Okay, I probably need time to get back to the programming mode. Okay, to get back to my programs. Okay, this is what people, the developer would like to do. Okay, so let me give you. Hey, I'm CEO. Okay, you need to do the food order taking systems. Okay, so yeah, I know there will be customers using this system. Okay, so I provide you the manual. Okay, this is the manual. I got it from I think MG5. Okay, it's long time ago. Okay, and the McDonald's manual is a little bit complex. Okay, this meal. Okay, together with another options and so on. So I cross out the second one. Okay, make it simpler. Okay, make it simpler. Okay, so based on the manual, okay, I'm not supposed to tell you, right? You've been a McDonald's, okay, you visit McDonald's, you order food before, okay, you know better than me, okay, only my son, okay, when he needs to go to McDonald's, I actually place order, okay, for him. But by looking at this manual, I guess all of you should know how to read the manual. Okay, maybe I give you one simple examples. If you approach the counter, okay, what you usually do, the McDonald's staff will ask you, hey, which meal number? You just simply tell the number. You don't even need to tell. Okay, hey, wings. Okay, hey, the details. No need. Okay, hey, just give me a number. That's easy. Okay, hey, I want to order meal number 3. Okay, and by default, and these two will be given, isn't it? Okay, you see the manual, the picture, right? So, and probably they will ask you follow-up questions. What will be the next questions? What will be the follow-up questions after saying the meal number? Upgrade. Okay, how many options for upgrades? How many options there after reading a manual? 2. Upgrade to large. Okay. Upgrade to large. I think this one. Okay. Change to large for upgrade. Okay. So McDonald's will charge you another 3.5, or maybe another upgrade. Medium fries. Okay, this is upgrade to corn cup. Large corn cup, you pay additional 3.5. Or this one actually just additional informations, right? When you order a meal, and this will be given, and that's it, right? So, could you actually start writing the flow chart okay, of the applications, okay, to describe what the logic, or what the logic of the applications, okay. So what's the first step, second step, and next step, or maybe other steps, okay. Present it in a flow chart, okay, that we discuss. But before you do this, okay, so maybe let me ask a question. Do you see any questions? Do you have any questions regarding the task, okay, given by the CEO? Any questions so far? Oh, if no question, then you're on your own. Okay, so go home and get this job done. No, not go home. Okay, do it now. Okay, do it now before the end of today's lectures. Okay, and give me the design, and I can take a look. And if you actually did a good job, I will give you a McDonald's meal. Kidding. Okay, kidding. Okay, so take a look. Okay, so while you're working on the design, drawing the flow chart, okay, if you encounter any problems, okay, you may talk to me. So a student asked me a question. Okay, so he said whether the customer is allowed to upgrade to concave and also upgrade to large. If I were the CEO, okay, if you ask me, okay, hey, read the manual. That's the only thing we provided to the customer. They have the same piece of information. Okay, so you were the developer, so you should know how to handle this situation, isn't it, right? CEO just give you the manual, okay, go and develop, and give me the program, the design later on. Okay, I can tell many of you have been very busy, okay, with the design, drawing the flow chart and so on. But do you see the problems with this, while you're writing drawing, okay, the flow chart, do you find any problems? What problems?
There are many options.
What?
There are many options.
The manual options.
There are like several options to choose from, and each branch can only have 2 outcomes.
Okay,
So it takes a lot of like decision boxes for us to like do the whole thing.
that's okay. The flow chart can be a very complex one. Okay, can be a very complex one. Okay, and any other problem that you have identified, you want to ask? When you go to a McDonald's, okay, LG5, would they ask you upgrade to concave first, or would they ask you the large upgrade to large first? Which one? Random. Depends. Okay. What's the guideline? Which question should be asked first? There's no such guideline, right? Yeah, no such guideline. So, but when you draw the flow chart, okay, make sure that you present the logic clearly, because the developer, they don't even think. Okay, just follow your flow chart. Hey, you said upgrade to large. I do upgrade to large, and then upgrade to concave. So perhaps you have to make up your mind when you design the application. Should we go large or concave first, or maybe the other way around? Would that make any difference? It does? Oh, okay. So what's the differences?
The menu says medium price changed to fresh corn pop, so if it's large price, it doesn't need to change.
Oh, okay. So they are different. Okay. If you read the details here, okay, so they are different. So upgrade to large or upgrade to concave, which one should go first? Pardon? Concave should go first. Do you agree? Concave should go first. Why? You agree, right?
Same reason, because when it's turned into large fries, the option is like for changing to fresh corn cup is from medium fries.
Okay, so the logic is, so when I order a meal, I will get a medium fries, medium soft drink. So according to the student, okay, the next question must be this one, medium fries changed to corn cup. Okay, and then this one changed to large fries and large drinks. So I think there's still problems. There's still problems. Think about it. I got medium fries, M. change to corn cup. So do you have medium fries? No, I don't. But now you go for upgrade to large fries and large drinks. You don't have medium fries. How can you upgrade? So what they will give you, I think that's most important part from the customer point of view, right? That's the most important part. What they're going to give you? Have you ever tried this before? Or you always order something very simple? Hey, I just go with the order like this. I don't even think of the upgrade. Okay, so I never encountered this problem before. Okay, but now you're in different situations. You are the designer. Okay, design the application. The application will follow exactly the same logic that you present in the flowchart, and then later on the developer, the programmer will implement the flowchart directly without changing anything. So your idea, the logic must be clear, okay, clearly present, and also the logic must be correct. So how to solve these problems actually? There's something not clear. Number one, which one should go first? Number two, if this one goes first, okay, this one goes first, okay, there may be a problem. But how about the other way around? Oh, should we allow the user to actually change to large first? So I have large fries, large drinks. Now you ask me to upgrade to corn cup, I said yes. So I have large fries, okay, you only want to take away my medium fries, so I still have L minus M fries in the end, right? So I will get corn cup, I will get large drinks, I will get L minus M fries. Does it work? So would the McDonald's people will give you the L minus M? No, I don't think so. There's no such a thing. Either M, medium fries, or large fries. Okay, so we have two upgrades, okay? No matter what we do, it seems that there's logical problems. We don't know. We don't know the answer. What will you do? Yes.
For this design, I think we can only allow the customer to choose only one upgrade.
Only one upgrade, okay.
The two upgrades.
What do you think? Only one upgrade. Remember, this is business applications.
This may not fit the needs of the customer.
Not the customer, the company. Okay, if I were McDonald's, I give you a job, okay, and you actually cut, okay, the options, the upgrade options. You do not allow my customer to give me an additional 3.5, okay? I think I'm looking at the money, okay? And your application should be the same as what we've been doing in LG5, in other physical McDonald's restaurants. And you should not change the logic. You should not. You're not allowed to change the logic. Okay? Right? So how to fix these problems? You want to say something, Matthew?
Well, one of the questions I would ask then is the fries changing to the corn cup requisite upon the extra value meals, or is that just a service that you're providing? So is it part of the upgrade to the extra 3.5, or is it just an option? Because that changes how the flowchart works.
I see. I thought you have experience to tell us what's going on. Okay. So I think the question is, okay, number one, so this given by the CEO, okay, and your job is to just implement it. Make sure that it is the same as what we've been doing in LG5 in other physical McDonald's restaurant. That's your task. Okay? So when you come to a questions, okay, like this, okay, how do we solve these questions? Okay, how do we fix the problems? Okay? Should we allow the user to have the two options? Okay, or not? I think we need to find a solution. How to find a solution? Where to find a solution? Any idea?
Actually, from my experience after the upgrades to large price, and then I choose the corn cup to replace my large price. They would just give you the corn cup and nothing for the large price.
Good idea. Yeah, good idea. I think, why don't we just go to LG5 and try to repeat the same thing? Let's see what they do. Okay?
And the replacement of the corn cup is actually free of charge.
Okay, so, yeah, that solved the problems, right? So, you're not going to ask the CEO again, hey, let me call the CEO, secretary, please put the call to our CEO. I want to ask him simple questions. A simple question, don't ask CEO. Okay? And you've given the job, you've been given a job already, okay? So, try to figure out the solution by yourself. Go to LG5, try to order this one, upgrade this one, and see whether they allow you to upgrade to the large. Or if they do, how much are you going to charge me? Oh, 3.5, another 3.5. Okay, fine. But what they're going to give you? Okay, would that be L minus M or M? I think the student actually told us that. Okay, it should be M. I think that should be M, right? So that's how you figure out the solutions. This is the business requirements. Okay, so what the business would do. Okay, and sometimes it's out of our imagination. Okay, I think there's a logical problem, but I can tell you this one I copied from the McDonald's restaurant, the website. Okay, and even they make a mistake. Okay, perhaps you may say, oh, there's a logical problem. They made a mistake. Okay, they've been using this menu for some time. Okay, for some time. I don't know whether now probably they changed this a little bit in particular price. Okay, but the logic. Okay, they've been using this logic in the physical restaurants. Okay, and if you've been given a task to design the application, the online application, it should be the same as the physical restaurant. Okay, so that's what you need to do. So the design, okay, the flowchart should look like this, something like this. And I think, oh yeah, how come it's so complex? Okay, I make it so complex because I think eventually, I think the student should put, oh, sorry. The student should only put two blocks there, okay, to represent how to correct import and so on. Okay, I put their different order, okay, because the system is going to charge different price for different mail number, okay, and then allow to upgrade to large, upgrade to concave, okay, and add 3.5 to the system, and then process to the order, okay, and the McDonald's CEO did not say the multiple orders, so I did not put the multiple orders, okay, in the flow chart. Okay, multiple order is like after ordering the meal number 1, I probably would like to order meal number 2 for my friend. Oh, another order for another person. Okay, so not allowed. Okay, in this case with this flow chart. Okay, so if you have a flow chart like this, okay, yeah, this flow chart I'm going to implement it. There's no multiple orders. Okay, not allowed because the flow chart does not actually provide you the loop. Okay, and so on. And I saw students actually also put down the payment method and so on. Okay, that will be the next steps. Okay, but I think we focus on the manual, the taking the order process first in this case. And I think just now we discussed the problems. Okay, so whether you will get the concave, you will get the large strings. Okay, so we went there, the TA went to LG5, okay, and tried to order and got this output. Okay, so in other words, it's not that straightforward, isn't it? Okay, business applications, the CEO only gave the manual without explaining the details, and you didn't ask, right? You didn't ask, okay? Developer, yeah, I need time to understand. Let me draw the flow chart to see whether any logical problems before you can actually figure out, oh, there may be problems, okay? And how to find out solutions? Should we talk to the CEO? Probably not. Okay, that will be the last resort. And then you try to figure out other ways, okay, to solve the problem. So then you come up with all these kind of business requirements. We didn't take into the user requirements part yet, okay? But I think the user requirements part will be the user interface and so on, okay? We will look into that later, okay? So with this practice, okay, I hope that you understand, okay, how to represent the logic with flow chart, okay? And then also try to understand, okay, the difficulties of getting the business requirements and so on, okay? So I think once you have done your work, okay, feel free to submit it to Canvas, or maybe if you draw on your paper, okay, take a photo and submit with you. Okay, I would like to take a look, and then probably we'll have a feedback for you guys. Okay, so I guess that's all for today's lecture. Oh, open already. And so that's it for today's lectures. Okay, thank you very much. I see you guys after the New Year. Okay, Happy New Year. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Submit it on Canvas.
Canvas.